Crisis at the border. More buses carrying asylum seekers from Texas are arriving in New York as other cities are also seeing an influx. ABC's Mola Langi joins us with the details. Good morning, Mola.
Well, good morning, Ava. Yeah, New York City, one of several cities across the country racing to accommodate these busloads of migrants showing up on their doorsteps. Officials here promising housing for families as well as public schooling for migrant children. It's a challenge that officials in border states say they are all too familiar with.
Buses arriving in New York City from Texas, one after another, filled with migrants seeking asylum. City officials scrambling to provide care and resources.
We've got our work cut out for us, but we feel that we're up to the task.
Friday, 2 buses pulling into Manhattan's Port Authority. Among the 78 migrants on board, at least 15 children, including a 2-month-old. Also, a pregnant woman. With her delivery imminent, she was taken to a hospital. Thousands put on buses, leaving Texas. Many headed to Washington, D.C. Tennessee officials saying they're scrambling to accommodate busloads of migrants dropped off without notice in Chattanooga. And New York City planning to house migrants in at least 13 hotels. And Mayor Adams issuing an emergency solicitation, seeking bids for up to 5,000 more hotel rooms.
We're showing these families that they are not in this alone. And we're making sure that our schools are ready to do the same.
With the number of children arriving in New York City increasing, officials now rolling out a program dubbed Project Open Arms, with the goal of getting those kids into classrooms, swiftly integrating around 1,000 migrant children into New York City public schools. Officials say more than 6,000 migrants have been bused to New York City just in the last 3 months. The buses ordered here into Washington, D.C. by Texas Governor Greg Abbott, blaming Democratic leaders for what he describes as failed immigration policy.
Before we began busing illegal immigrants up to New York, it was just Texas and Arizona that bore the brunt of all of the chaos and all the problems that come with it.
Abbott refusing to coordinate with officials in New York and Washington, simply sending the buses on a one-way trip.
We're asking the governor to please stop and let all of us work together.
Well, New York City and Washington, D.C. have both requested federal funding to try to address this problem. A spokesperson from the D.C. mayor's office says they have not received any of that funding, and it's unclear if and when that might happen.
All right, Mola, thank you.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.